Minister who wants to appeal to a very specific demographic? Do you need to establish your credentials as hard-hitting, no-nonsense, / hard-hearted, no-conscience? Are your arguments about immigration just not cutting through? Then you need dog whistles and more. From fear flutes to outrage oboes, our extensive collection of coded language wind instruments can stimulate even the hardest to reach voters and smack them right in the feels. From the classic dog whistle,
in uncertain times like these, the right to defend yourself, your property, and your family,
the euphemism euphonium,
could not be more important. Whether it's looting hordes from Atlanta or a tyrannical government from Washington, there are few better liberty machines than an AR-15.
all the way up to a full-scale bigot horn.
I got a big truck, just in case I need to round up criminal illegals and take them home myself. Yep, I just said that.
As we all know that protests whipped up by the far right are a warning, that if we don't pander to them, they might not vote for us at the next election, and we can't afford to lose their support on top of everyone else's. But that's not all. For a limited time only, get a bonus They're All Criminals pack for the low, low price of just a small portion of your soul. Spice up your arguments with some law lies.
When they do that, we got a lot of work to do. They're poisoning the blood of our country. That's what they've done. They poison.
We need to come together to recognize that illegal immigrants are being released from insane asylums, to turn your kids into trans librarians.
Donald John Trump is the leader America deserves.
Chuck in a Kafka loop.
Mental institutions and prisons all over the world, not just in South America, not just the 3 or 4 countries that we think about, but all over the world. They're coming into our country from Africa, from Asia, all over the world. They're pouring into our country. Nobody's even looking at them. They just come in. The crime is going to be tremendous. The terrorism is going to be, and then we built a tremendous piece of the wall.
Been shooting dog whistles for years. That's literally what they do.
Indoctrinating our children, even using the Department of Justice against parents who object. It's a terrible thing. It's so sad what's happening. When I'm in the White House, our schools will cease pushing critical race theory as they were. Radical civics and gender insanity. As Commander-in-Chief, I will get Biden's radical left ideology out of our military, and I did. And in the first day, they put it back. They signed an executive order and they put it back. It was gone.
And deliver death by anecdote.
He's a legend, right? UFC, ultimate fighter, ultimate fighting. And he's a fantastic man. I said, Dana, I have an idea. Why don't you set up a migrant league of fighters and have your regular league of fighters? And then you have the champion of your league. These are the greatest fighters in the world. Fight the champion of the migrants. I think the migrant guy might win. That's how tough they are.
A time ago, they just straight up said, Nick.
Dog whistles and more. Because sometimes just a hint of authoritarianism is not quite enough. And why try and fix a problem when leaving it broken gives you more opportunities to blow that horn?
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense. That no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic and all 30 rounds.
Come on, 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 come on. Don't negotiate, let's investigate, we'll accelerate, and we're taking him down.